Okay, so that is the two different heater elements. This is the new one, and you can see it's a lot smaller than the other one, but it will still do the job. This has got a rubber seal here, look, to go in. That'll keep it watertight. You can see that there, look, there you go. So suffice to say, I'm not going to be putting any sealer on this one. Not after that game, getting that off. I don't think it's needed really. And you plumbers out there are probably telling me the same. So, right, let's see how we get on. Hello, welcome to Narrowboat Precious Jet. My name is Steve Tyrrell and we are currently Swan Lane Wharf, Swan Lane in Coventry on the Coventry Canal. Today is Monday the 27th of June and the weather outside today is a little bit wet, so the jobs we do today, today, are going to be inside the boat, so there's going to be no cutting of wood or anything like that, but I do have a few jobs planned for this week, or this week's video, because next week I'm going out cruising. So this week I need to get a couple of jobs done just to make things easier in the boat and safer for the dogs and Lady PJ, and also there's one job to make life easier for both of us in the fact that we want hot water to have a shower. So let me quickly turn you around and show you the couple of jobs the three main jobs I've got to do today, and then we'll get cracking with some work, shall we? Okay, well, if you do enjoy the video today, then please give me a thumbs up, and also if you've got anything you'd like to say, then please comment down below. Do love your comments as always, and also if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Right, one of the jobs I need to do this week then is screw the floors down at the back of the boat here and get everything sorted out there. That's a job that was left over from last week. Another job is I need to make a set of steps. Now the steps I make for the back of the boat this week, or in this video, will only be a temporary measure because I don't know exactly how wide I need the steps for when I put the counters in the side. Like I said, so when I put the bench on this side and the counter in that side for the log burner and for the day bed and all that sort of stuff, I don't know exactly how wide I need the steps until I've got both sides sorted. So the steps I make this video will be temporary. The other job I need to do is change the heating element in the clarifier. So at the moment it is a 240 volt element in there that will heat hot water with electricity, obviously. However, it's 3,500 watts. That's only 3,000 watts. So the element I've got to replace it is a low voltage 1,000 watt element. Now it will take longer to heat the water, but that's not a massive issue because when I'm out cruising for 3 or 4 hours, that will be enough power or enough time to heat the water sufficiently for a shower or two. So, and that's all we need it for. We don't need any massive amounts of stupidly hot water. We just need it warm enough to have a shower. Now people are saying, well, what about the engine? Doesn't the engine heat the water? Well, yes it does, but the Gardner is a notoriously cold running engine. They don't create a massive amount of heat. So I don't think, even with a full day's cruising, the heat out the Gardner would be sufficient to put a lot of hot water in there. I mean, it may be, and if it is, great, then I'll use the engine most of the time to heat the water when I'm cruising, and I'll use the electric just when I'm moored up somewhere on shore power. So, but that's the reason why I'm changing that, is so that I can use the inverter here to heat hot water if need be. There will be another way of heating hot water at a later date, but that will come in the future. I have a Webasto water heater. I'm going to use that to heat water in the clarifier, and also for a couple of radiators, one in the shower room or the bathroom, and then one in the rear cabin here in the boatman's cabin. Okay, right, and then the final job is to salt the floor in the engine room, just this walk-through passageway here, so we can get through without having to step over batteries, and also without having to step over that big hole. That hole there is where the tools are going to be stored when I'm using the boat. So my toolboxes will be down there, my drills and my box of spanners and stuff. So okay, that's the job for the day. And like I said, the weather outside, I don't know if you can really see, although it's not raining now, it has been raining. So I think I'm just gonna, today is I've got to cut a hole out here to get the element out. So I'm going to cut a hole out the bulkhead, only a small one. It doesn't matter. It'll be there for the future. When everything's boxed in, I can still get to the front of the box there and get to the wiring, or the front of the clarifier, and then I'll be able to move stuff out of the way and get to it that way. So, okay, right, stand by. Well, that escalated. It became an absolute pain in the posterior. I've had to take the tank out. I just couldn't get to it. I could get to it, but I just couldn't get this off. I couldn't get the purchase with this. Let me show you before I drop the camera. This stupid ring spanner. It just doesn't fit, not properly anyway. I think I'm going to have to go and get a box tool or something, buy a proper box tool for about 20 or 30 quid, because that really doesn't want to work properly. Yeah, I'm going to have another go now the tank is out, see what happens. If I can't get it, I'm going down the plumbers to get a proper box spanner. But this is, it's about as much use as a chocolate fire guard, that is. Been and bought a new spanner. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to strap the tank to the bench so I can get a better purchase on it, stop it spinning, and then try and take that off with a spanner. Second new spanner. I did notice, don't know whether you can see in there, not quite, no, not really. There is signs of what looks like sealer. So when I put that in, I put a bit of sealer on it. So never mind. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so that is the two different heater elements. This is the new one, and you can see it's a lot smaller than the other one lot, but it will still do the job. This has got a rubber seal here, look, to go in. That'll keep it watertight. You can see that there, look, there you go. So suffice to say, I'm not going to be putting any sealer on this one, not after that game, getting that off. I don't think it's needed really, and you plumbers out there are probably telling me the same. So well, that took a lot longer than it should have. However, it's in. I've just put this here as a catch bottle for the blow off valve. That I have got a skin fitting to put that to the outside of the boat, so that'll get done soon. These two water pipes are now connected back up. I had the whole tank out, as you saw, so everything's been disconnected. So it's all back together now, and I have the water plumbed in through the hot water. Yeah, so I'm just waiting now. So it's all wired up, it's all plumbed up, it's flushed out, so there's no air left in it now, so that's good. And it's switched on, so I'm just because it's only 100 watts, sorry, 1000 watts, it would take a while to heat up, which is not an issue. I don't mind, because I'll be running it when the engine's running. So when you're out cruising for 2 or 3 hours, if you want hot water at the end of the day, this will be switched on. Every time I go cruising, I'll turn this on, and that then the inverter will happily run that with the engine charging it. The alternator is 140 amp hours, so that will happily keep up with the inverter to keep that charged. Tools everywhere as always. Floor of the boat, or the sole of the boat now, the bilge is now full of water, so I'm going to have to vac all that out and clean it. I've got to vac it out anyway because there's lots of dust in it from when I cut the wooden boards in here, so I'm going to vac it out, give it a clean. I might even try and start screwing these boards down today. I don't know, because I'd like to have these screwed down and cut into shape before, or sorry, screwed down and put in before I start doing this, because I fitted there's a bulkhead there. God, that's bright, isn't it? So I've put a new floor there on the bulkhead, and I've got to put a new floor down the other side on the bulkhead, so that'll have to be done at some point. As I say, the water's plumbed in now, the hot water. Washing machine's pulled out, everything's pulled out at the moment, so you'll have to bear with me. So sink in the bathroom, turn it to hot, a little bit of air in the pad tank, and that's it. What I'll do is I'll turn this down slightly maybe, and then through onto the cold. That's good. So that's the bathroom on now. Like I said, I am running, I have got the hot water plumbed in, so that should warm up soon, hopefully. Tap's dripping a little bit. Bottom of the tap there is dripping a touch, I just noticed. So as I say, I've got it all plumbed in now, and I'm just waiting to see if the pump makes any buzzing noises, because if it does, that means there's a water leak somewhere, but it should be okay. Right, excellent. Tidy up, put everything back, and that's me done for the day. I've had to fill the water tank up because I ran out of water. Yeah, that's a funny one. Here's me pumping the hot water through the water tank, thinking this is taking ages, taking a really long time. Yeah, I'd ran out of water, hadn't I? Oh well. Okay, catch you in a bit. Okay, good morning. Tuesday the 28th, although it's not morning now, it's about 1 o'clock. I've not long woken up. So today's jobs. Let's quickly turn you around and I'll show you what I'm going to do today. So this is the bulkhead between the engine room and the bathroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same here as what I did under there. Look, that's the other end of the engine room. So I put a little wooden floor in there for the sole to sit on. So I'm going to do that in here now. Put another little wooden sole in here. Sorry, another wooden floor in here. It'll only be a small one, and it'll be the same height as this bearer here. And then I'll make the floor for in the engine room, and that will sit all the way across nice and neat, and it'll go edge to edge, so that when you step on the edge, the board won't teeter or topple, whatever, teeter totter or whatever. The board should be nice and firm. And then what I'll have to do, obviously have to clear all this rubbish out of here first, but where the wires run down under the bilge into the battery box and all that sort of stuff, I'll have to drill or cut holes in the board just to compensate, to allow the wires down. And then what I think I'm going to do is all the way along this edge, I'm going to drill holes in the board as well, and probably the same along this edge here, just to make it look even. I'll drill holes all the way down the board. Okay, right, finish making me a cup of coffee and we'll crack on. what do you think? That don't look too bad, does it really? That'll have inlaid handles again, same as the one at the back here. I'm going to put inlaid handles on this as well. So that's a nice tight fit. That's I'm very well, more than quite happy. I'm very happy with that. Yes, I like that. That's good. So, yeah, excellent. I'm more than happy with that, and that gives me lots of storage under that far side there as well to keep my tools. That's going to be my tool chest area. And then I might use this little area here, this side of the cofferdam, to put paints and stuff maybe. I've got a couple of other little hidey holes I can use for paints, so I'm not too worried about it, you know, but floor's starting to take shape. So the time is now, what time is it? It's 3:30. So by my reckoning, I shall still have time to screw the rest of this sole down. And then still get a shower and go to work. Ha ha ha. Well, apart from tidying up, that is the floor in the back of the boat pretty much done. There's a couple of bits I need to do. That's sitting slightly high there, but little bits here and there, you know, they'll clear up and get sorted. And also the engine room's done now as well, which is very good. More than happy with the engine room. Back cabin, I think I am going to definitely put aluminium strips, little like aluminium angle all the way around the edges or something. I don't know yet, but I'm going to do something. And after going in steam tug hasty the other day, I might do something different. Put like some sort of laminate on the back, and then you know, I don't know, some sort of flooring on the back. Anyway, we'll see. When the cabin's in, we'll think about flooring afterwards, because the floor through the front of the boat will need doing at some point as well. So, you know, putting like a laminate down or something. I don't know what yet, but I'll be doing something. So the only thing I need to do now is put little blocks underneath to stop these sliding backward and forward, because if you step on this now, it potentially could slide. Look, see? So I need to put little blocks underneath the backs on the back edge, just to stop them sliding. Doesn't need much, just hold them in place, and then that's perfect. And then what I'll probably do at some point, all the underside of this floor will get insulated. I'm not going to insulate the floor of the bilge or the base plate. I'm going to insulate the bottom of the sole, so I'm going to stick it up underneath, but that's for the future. I don't need to think about that until the winter. So and the reason why I'm not insulating the base plate is because I want that down there to be rather cold, so I can use it to store food or beer or something. We'll see. So that's me done for the day now. I'm going to have a shower and something to eat and get ready for work. Today is making the step. So what I might do actually, because the step has always been starting here and you've had a bit of a step there, what I might do is come a bit higher, just so that when you step in the door it's not such a big step down, and then have another couple of steps below it. So gonna have to get my tape measure out, have a little bit of a play with the boxes, and see what sort of size steps I want, you know. There's no point me building a permanent step here at the moment, because when I do the stuff at the sides, like the counters, the seats and the counters and the boatman's cabin interior drop down bed, I don't know how wide they're going to be and how much space I'm going to have inside here. So for now, it's going to be a temporary affair. I mean, it'll be solid. Well, hope it'll be solid, but it's going to be a temporary fix for now. So we shall see. We shall see. Okay, stand by, and we'll see what we end up with either today or tomorrow. I can't see me finishing it today, so I'll probably finish it off, do some of it today, and sort it out tomorrow and finish it off. I'm not going to make it out of this phenolic ply. I'm just going to use normal ply for now, I think, because like I said, it's only going to be a temporary affair, so there's no point me wasting expensive wood on it. Right, so this is where I am so far. I've made a little stage at the bottom just to get this box the right height. I want to use that box, one, because well, it's part of the old boat step before, but for two, it's got all the stuff in it, look. So I'd like to use that. And I've built another step to go in front of this now. The stage is just to hold that one the right height, and then the other step, that's about the height of the step anyway that I'm going to make next. I've cut it out ready, I just need to screw it together, and then once it's screwed together I'm going to screw it onto this board here as well. And I think what I'll do is I'll probably screw that board in as well, although once the front step's screwed in, that box there won't move. So but like I said, for now it's not going to be pretty. I knew that anyway. It's not an issue. It's just a temporary measure so I can get the dogs in and out of the boat, so the missus can get in and out nice and easy, Lady PJ, so she can get in and out, and also so the dogs can get in and out. Charlie is fine. It's just Jazz the Labrador, her rear hips are a bit stiff, so she needs a bit of an easier step. So but it should be okay. We can always help her out a little bit if she can't manage, you know. So, and then what I'll probably do is I'll put a bit of wood on the front there just to make it easier for you to stand on that edge there. Same again, it won't be nothing pretty, but it'll be there to do the job, you know. So okay, let's see how we get on now. I'll come back to you in a minute. Temporary. Everything's temporary, I suppose. Okay, so I've put a bit of a back on the board under there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll tilt it around. So I'll put a back on the box, and I'll put a little lip on the front. I don't know, I could put something in there temporarily just to store it or whatever. But that's all it'll ever be, is just a temporary storage. You know, this is only a temporary setup. None of this is permanent. This is only here until I make the boatman's cabin in the back of the boat. This is just being made now so I can go cruising next week, like I said earlier, so the dogs can get in and out. What I'll probably do is I'll probably chuck the dog leads under there or something. I don't know. At some point I might change it, but for now that's ideal. I am going to screw this down to there. I'm going to screw that in, make it a better fit, stop it sliding around. That box there I probably won't screw in, that's quite heavy. We'll see. The idea is if I want to I can still take it out and get to the prop shaft. What I'm going to do is the stern greaser, which is under the back there somewhere, I'm going to screw to the side of this box. The stern greasers, that box is covered in oil anyway. it's saturated in oil or diesel or something. It doesn't smell or anything, but it is oily, very oily. So I'll screw the stern greaser to that so that it doesn't matter, you know, any extra bit of grease on it won't matter. So okay, it's not looking too bad so far. Gets you in on that boat, it's fairly safe, which is what you need it to be. Happy days. So I'm just going to run a couple of screws in here now, just in the corners, just to hold it in place, and then I'm going to call it job done for now. That's all the jobs done that I wanted to get done to go cruising. Oh, it's Thursday, by the way. The only thing that's left to do now is to tidy up. So all the bits of wood that I've stored in the boat over the last few weeks, I'm going to clear out and put in the garage on site. And then also I need to tidy up all my tools. So they're all going to get tidied, all the tools and the little bits and bobs, boxes of nuts and stuff, they'll all get tidied away. Tidy out the shower. I am going to use the toilet, so I'm going to put the toilet down here. That's only going to be just temporary. It'll be stable enough, but it'll be temporarily placed there for now, and that'll be quite good. Clean up in here, and also clean up through in the rear cabins as well. So that's today's jobs. So hopefully it should only take me a couple of hours, shouldn't take me too long. And then once I've done that, I've got a couple of little jobs I wanted to pick up on, stuff like wiring in the Wi-Fi, tidying up the electrics box before we go out anywhere. I might wire a light up in the engine room, just a temporary one, just a cheap one, and also wire a light up in the shower room. You'll need lights in here, and that's pretty much about it then, really, just having a good tidy up. So join me when I've finished. There's no point you watching me tidy up, is there? Because it's just, you know, crap. Okay, join you soon. As always, the bed's a mess. It's clear. Well, as clear as it's ever going to be for a while anyway. The little cabinet there, that was already in the boat when I bought it, so that's come back in for now. I have chucked a few clothes in there for now. Cooker, you've all seen. Counter that side is now clear. You can see my little Bluetooth speaker shining blue in the corner. Nice. Wash machine as well, you've all seen that. Shower, that's now clear. There you go. I've temporarily put the chemical toilet here. I am thinking about composting toilets, but yeah, I am thinking about it. I do like the idea of a composting toilet. Through to the engine room, put a door on the toilet for a bit of privacy when you're showering, and you know what, although it's not a massively great fit at the moment, and stupidly I've packed my tools away. I should have took the door off and give it a plane down, because this is a bit of a tight fit here, just along this edge here. It's a bit of a tight fit, and also I need to fit a little bit of a bead along here just for the door to sit against. But apart from that, underfloor storage. So there's all my toolboxes, look, tools and everything. Batteries nicely tucked away, so that's everything under there, nice. I've put the engine pads under the engine ready for when we go cruising next week, so any oil spillage that will get mopped up straight away. I did notice here I had a bit of a diesel leak coming out of here, but it's been fixed now. The only problem is that side of the bilge there now has got a very thin layer of diesel in it, which is not an issue. It doesn't particularly smell at the moment, so that can stay there for now. And then when I get back from cruising, or if I get 10 minutes when I'm cruising, I'll get some panel wipe down there and clean it up with some old rags. Got some stuff stored under here as well, more tools stored under here, and that's it. There's the temporary steps. As I say, this step here was always in the boat. I've kept that because that's got my me mooring stuff in there, and some oil and some ropes and a couple of fenders, and me windlasses and that. And obviously I've just put the fire extinguisher in there. So that's that. And I don't know if you can see down the side there, there's my stern greaser. That's absolutely solidly screwed down as well. And then underneath the back there I've got my panel wipe, a couple of tins of paint, and this side I've got some oil. Yeah, so that's it. Ready to go cruising. Floor's still a bit messy. I'm gonna have to bring a mop over when I come from home. You know, when I come over here next week, I'll bring a mop and give the floors a good clean. I've used the vacuum cleaner, but it doesn't get rid of any wet, or what was wet foot marks. It doesn't get rid of them. Okay, lovely. Just when you thought the video had finished. So I was getting ready for work and I thought, you know what, I'll have a shower in the boat. Yeah, cooper pump wasn't sucking out the water, so I found out that the pipe was kinked under there, so took it off, pulled the pipe a bit tighter so it shouldn't kink. Round 2, let's try it again. It's all good fun, isn't it? All good fun. Well, I'd call that a success, I think. It's pumping out anyway. Right, let's have a warm shower. Let's have a shower. Turn the pump off a minute. Yeah. Well, we can call that a success because that's now pumping out. So, shower time. So, unfortunately, you guys can't see this bit. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Gonna call it a day now. We've done a fair bit this week actually. I've been quite surprised. We've got the floors finished, got the temporary steps sorted, got hot water in the boat, give it a good clean as well. So there's still a lot of cleaning to do, but we're out for a week. We're gonna have plenty of spare time. More cleaning can be done as and when. So last Friday I took a trip on Steamboat Hasty. That's actually moored next to me here, or it's normally moored next to me. At the moment it's moored at the other end of the wharf, but yeah, so I did a video on that, so if you haven't seen it, that should have been released now. I will post the link to it. Either one of these corners will have the link. I think it'd be that corner, so go ahead and watch that. It'd be absolutely brilliant. It was a really great day. Really enjoyed it, and the Steamboat Hasty it's amazing. That's all I can say. It's amazing. Okay, well, take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I will see you on the next video. Okay, take care guys, see you, bye.